Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. I think today's video is going to be so much fun. It might also be a little long, so maybe grab a cup of coffee, get comfy. We're going to be going back in time in today's video. Let me go ahead and explain my plan for today's video. So if you're a subscriber, you're very familiar with the fact that I've been trialing skincare on this channel for 4 years for 2-week periods by brand. That was a lot. That was a lot to explain in one sentence. 2-week trials of brands for 4 years. Was that any better? I don't know. If you're curious about more backstory, which I don't know if I've ever explained on this channel, so I kind of used to think in terms of brands. I used to have that mentality of brands make products to go together, so I was pretty convinced 4 or 5 years ago that to find the right skincare products for my difficult skin type, which is dry and acne prone, I felt like I was going to find one brand and stick with it. And I thought about it and said, why don't we start trying some and we can record it and share it on YouTube? That is the basis of this channel. That is what people seem to enjoy and subscribed for, and I'm still doing it, which is it's so bizarre to me because I did not expect that to be more than, maybe 6 brands in the beginning. Anyway, now we're at 87. So that's the backstory on my channel. What today's video is going to be is I've seen this ranking trend. I've seen a lot of YouTubers ranking skincare brands or makeup products. I don't know who to credit for coming up with this idea, but I saw it first on James Welch's channel. So in case you somehow haven't heard of James Welch and yet you've found my channel, it would be a bit odd. But just in case, I will make sure to link his channel below. And that's the premise. That's what we're going to do in this video. 87 brands at once is a little too much, I think. So we're going to break it up into categories. I feel like this one might be the least popular on YouTube at least, but I want to revisit the classic brands. I want to talk about my experience using Clarins and Estee Lauder and Bobbi Brown and Lancome, all of those brands, every brand that's been around for over 20 years that I've tried. That's what we're going to talk about today. I want to make sure I explain my categories, and also if you clicked this video thinking I'm just going to tell you how these brands are, I am going to attempt to do that, but I genuinely think it would be more useful for me to actually rank my results. What happened to my skin after using that brand's products for 2 weeks? So that's what I mainly want to rank, is my results, as opposed to just, the brand as a whole, how nice to me they've been, what have you. I want to rank what happened. And I feel like with these all being classic brands, I do feel that this particular video, probably most brands are going to fall into the 4-star category. It's not 4 stars. It's not 4 stars. That was not my plan. My plan is 5 different categories, but not necessarily stars. Okay, let me explain my categories. So we have amazing, which I feel like is self-explanatory. Things went really well. Would absolutely stick to that brand, or at least consider sticking to that brand if I didn't have a channel and continue to test products. What I just referred to as 4 stars is very good experience. I should let you know that I'm one of those people who, how do I explain this? I feel like some people review things in a 5 or 1 star sense, whereas for me, for a brand to be amazing or 5 stars, they have to have blown my mind. Otherwise, you're a good brand that gets, a 90 on your test. You're an excellent brand, but you didn't get 100 on the test. See, I was a TA, and one of the things that used to be so frustrating to me is when students would come to me wanting me to change their grade on the exam because they got less than 100. It's like, you got a 96. That's a very good score. I'm not just going to say, oh, you didn't miss one question. I feel like this kind of works against me on YouTube. A lot of comments over the years have made me feel like I've been too hard on brands, but no, I just genuinely think, 4 stars is a very, very good score. It's just not a 100. Third category, I get it, but not for me. This one is so YouTube. It's so YouTube. The thing about making YouTube videos is you can really upset people by being honest, and I feel that a lot of YouTubers work around this by giving, you know, tons of disclaimers. And this is exactly the kind of thing that's one of those YouTube disclaimers. It really is. But also it's true. That's something I've come to learn over the years, is that just because a brand or a product didn't work out for me, that in no way means it didn't work out for other people. So when I think that's the case, when I think that, you know, things could have gone much differently for other people, we'll put it in that category. The category of forgettable. So I actually have forgotten a lot of these brands, so I think we're just going to have to throw them into forgettable. Again, the obvious YouTube disclaimer, I'm sure that's not the case for everybody, and know that I'm not mean on this channel. I don't delete comments if you disagree with me. You are welcome to drop a comment below and say, oh, I totally disagree with you. I have had a wonderful experience with the brand that you hated. That's helpful information. Let other people know. And then the fifth category, wish I could forget. There absolutely are a few trials that I wish I could forget. One thing about the 2-week model that I do, there really are some limitations, and for the record, I'm aware of them. One of them is with having a difficult skin type, with having acne. I think that the fragrance debate, for example, I think that if you are just using one product that contains fragrance, honestly, it's probably not going to go poorly for you. But if you're using 10 products from a brand that all contain fragrance, and you're a little bit more sensitive, you're a little bit more prone to breaking out, things could go a lot worse for you than for somebody who doesn't have any, you know, irritation, any issues with allergies. And I think that's happened on this channel quite a few times. I kind of feel like I don't want this to just be a 1-star category. I think I want to do a little more with it. I want to actually explain to you why there's things I wish I could forget. Again, I don't know if this is going to be the specific video where we get into that, but maybe it will. So let's go ahead and start ranking. I have these kind of roughly in the order in which I tried them. So we're going to start with Clinique. Oh, Clinique holds such a special place in my heart. I remember so well buying my first ever Dramatically Different lotion, just how exciting that experience was. I wonder if it's still the same thing for people who are new to skincare or new to beauty products. Is it still as exciting? Because it's not as exciting to me these days. With Clinique, I'm absolutely going to put them in very good. What's great about Clinique is they've always geared their products towards sensitive skin, so, you know, they were fragrance-free before that was the cool thing to do. And I think that even though I don't love every product from them, and I actually don't even have any Clinique products at this moment, I do think they do products well. When I did my declutter, I intentionally gave away a product that I love just because of how easy to use that product is. They're great formulations. I think it's a really, you know, a classic for a reason. I really think that. So definitely good experience. As for my results when I trialed them, it was great. It was great. Not anything mind-blowing, but great. Murad is tricky because, as I mentioned, I have acne, and it's a, you know, rather large concern to have. So with Murad, I want to say that I was mind blown. I really want to put them in the amazing category for my acne, but I don't think they were that helpful for my dry skin. So again, real difficult skin type over here. I think I'm going to put them in very good experience. We're going to do that. Murad's products are really reliable. I think that you don't need to necessarily pay Murad prices anymore, but there was absolutely a time. There was absolutely a time where you really had to spend extra money if you wanted to have a nice skincare routine. Okay, next up is Clarins. With Clarins, I really feel that this brand is made with mature skin in mind, so it almost feels unfair to me that I'm putting them yet again in the very good experience category. Of course, they didn't blow my mind against my acne issues. That's not what the brand really does, right? But I think they have really solid products. I really enjoyed Double Serum. Double Serum's a wonderful product. It was very ahead of its time. Again, I don't know if it's something where you really need to be using it in the year 2021, but I really did enjoy that serum. And I will also say, I do feel that my results against my dry skin, my results were really good with Clarins. So, yeah, you know, again, really good experience. We'll leave it at that. Estee Lauder. Oh, Estee Lauder. I feel like a lot of people really hate the Estee Lauder brand now. You know, there's a lot of talk about the ordinary situation and Estee Lauder destroys brands. But when it comes strictly to skincare, Estee Lauder was so ahead of the game. You cannot deny that advanced night repair changed the industry. That was the first time we ever saw fermented ingredients in fragrance-free skincare products. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Let's put Estee Lauder in very good experience. At least I said in the beginning of this video that I suspected a lot of brands in this video were gonna fall right there. Oh, Mario Badescu next. This might get a little interesting. If you are new to skincare now, you may not believe what I'm about to say, but when I trialed Mario Badescu about 4 years ago, this was the hot, affordable brand. I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. Mario Badescu was actually a very popular brand. They're not so popular anymore. A lot of people have found out about the controversy that happened with the brand. A lot of people have just moved away from their products. Lots of, you know, scented products, just not necessarily very exciting products. But I'm going to tell you this. I kind of mentioned this at the beginning of this video when we were talking about you know, the way that YouTubers talk about things. I think that 4 years ago, YouTubers didn't want to go out on a limb and say, hey, these Mario Badescu products, they're kind of underwhelming. You couldn't say that because you would come off as classist. I think we still have this issue on YouTube where a lot of people, you know, hype up these drugstore products that are, maybe they're fine, but they hype them up so that people run out and buy them and then end up feeling kind of underwhelmed. So let's put Mario Badescu in forgettable. Let's do it. That is not to say that I don't like certain products from Mario Badescu. I actually do like drying lotion, but the reality is my trial itself, pretty forgettable. I don't even really remember what the results I saw from that brand were, and yet, you know, again, I think if you like a product from this brand, absolutely keep using it, and I'll keep using drying lotion. Can I say one more thing about YouTubers and expensive versus inexpensive products? I've seen some people say on the topic of affiliate links that there's a reason YouTubers promote expensive products, but as somebody who also uses affiliate links, if you do purchase through my links, I do have an affiliate membership, so I get really a small commission on them, but I make much more on my affordable links because people aren't rich. You know, we live in a world where if I talk to you about, for example, Suisu, nobody has bought Suisu through my Suisu link. Nobody has done it because who can afford that? It is a very good brand, but yeah, you know, I make a lot more through talking about $10 products than a $250 product, because if people can't afford it, they're not gonna buy it. Oh, Peter Thomas Roth. Okay, this is where this video is finally turning from the way that it started. Peter Thomas Roth has, in my opinion, these days, expensive products. But back when I tried Peter Thomas Roth and when I finally started using a retinol, because Peter Thomas Roth's retinol, first one I ever tried, I called the Peter Thomas Roth brand Skincare Boot Camp. Because holy guacamole, my skin looked absolutely amazing after I used the Peter Thomas Roth products. Absolutely amazing. Much more clear, much more smooth. It really blew my mind. So yeah, amazing category, absolutely. I don't use too many Peter Thomas Roth products anymore, only the ones that I can get on sale. And yet consistently when I get one on sale, I rave about it. What's the most recent example of this? I got the Hungarian Thermal Water Moisturizer in some kind of Ulta sale. What a good moisturizer, but I don't want to pay full price. His products are expensive. Okay, Caudalie. Caudalie's actually a really difficult one for me because as a whole, I'm not actually that big of a Caudalie fan. Is this still controversial? Because Caudalie used to be a pretty popular brand back in the day. I like the mist, but also I got betrayed by the mist. If you saw my empties video, it quit spraying halfway through and you can't open it. So I'm gonna put Caudalie and I get it, but not for me. I get it. I think that, you know, a lot of people like the French skincare brands, and they do have really pretty products in a cosmetically elegant sense, in a they tend to smell good sense, and I do like the Premier Cru line, but I've just said I don't want to pay Peter Thomas Roth prices. Premier Cru, for example here, the eye cream, $99. I don't have that kind of money. It's a nice eye cream, but it's still not mind-blowing for $99. So yeah, I'm gonna say I get it, but not for me, because again, you know, I know a lot of people do enjoy this brand, and I don't have any Caudalie products these days, although I did get the newest product is coming to me in a Sephora order as my, with $35 purchase sample, the 7-day set. I'm intrigued by that one because they made a claim on the homepage on the Sephora site for that product, the product page on the Sephora site, where they said it's the same as retinol, and I'm just going, really? It is? I don't know about that. Oh, Bobbi Brown. Oh my goodness, I love the Bobbi Brown brand so much. I really do. It reminds me of really good quality makeup. So they do have a skincare line. They've had a skincare line for years. Sometimes I hear people say things like, makeup brands can't come out with a skincare line. That doesn't make any sense. How do they know how to formulate skincare? But that's not how the industry works. The industry, you know, they hire people to do these things. And when you've got a brand like Bobbi Brown or Tarte or any of the big brands that do this, they're hiring very high quality cosmetic chemists to formulate this stuff, and that's why their products are often excellent in both the skincare and makeup realms. It's not the same people formulating those. And I know this for a fact, and I cannot tell you why I know this so well, but yes, they absolutely outsource who formulates the products. So Bobbi Brown, the skincare line, very good. We'll go with very good. That was another one of those really hydrating brands for me, kind of like Clarins. I really liked her, what was it called? The Intensive Oil. See, it's hard for me to remember the product names, but that one was nice. Just, you know, again, it's another expensive brand. Okay, so we have Pericone MD next. This one is actually incredibly tricky for me, because the reality is when I tried Perricone MD, first of all, I got too hung up on his supplements in the first place. I absolutely did, too hung up on those, and I feel like I didn't try enough of his actual products. Funny enough, with this one, I've tried more Perricone MD after the fact, and I have a higher opinion of some of those. I think the cold plasma line is absolutely incredible. So I guess we'll say very good experience yet again with Perricone MD. I think that's fair. The products are very pricey from the Perricone MD brand. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a haul for you hopefully soon where I talk about the new Perricone MD vitamin C products. Oh my goodness, they're excellent. Okay, Origins. Ooh, Origins. I actually used to love, and still do love, some Origins products. I still really like the ginseng eye cream, which several of you brought up after I made the ginseng video. I just said ginseng. Ginseng. The line is ginseng from Origins. All right, Alice, get it together. That's a beautiful eye cream. It's not too expensive. I used to really like Nitamins. Ooh, that's a nice thick moisturizer for nighttime use. Smells like tea. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. But I've kind of moved away from Origins over the years, because back when I did my Origins trial, I had some breakouts, and it's really tricky. When I have breakouts, sometimes it does correlate with being sick, and I remember this very vividly, actually. With that video, yeah, I was sick, and so I'll often break out when sick because, you know, immune system under stress, acne is related to your immune system, so it was hard for me to tell if I was breaking out from the products or from having an illness. But yeah, over time I've come to accept that I can't really use their moisturizers. It's a little bit too scented for me. I am gonna have to move Origins, oh my goodness, into the forgettable category, and that's after I loved the products. Ooh, I hope that's not too unpopular of an opinion. Still love the eye cream, but yeah, I had to stop using the cleanser. I used to love, what's the name of it? It's a really harsh, really good smelling cleanser. That was not working out for me, but I didn't want to accept it because I liked using it so much. Eventually you will. Eventually you hit a point in your life where you go, oh yeah, you know what, I should stop using these skincare products that are, at the very least, correlating with me having more breakouts. Okay, Philosophy next. What do I think of Philosophy? I I have truly sat here for about 5 minutes trying to figure this out. So here's the reality with this brand. I actually had really good results with the Philosophy brand, but this was a long time ago. We're now talking about, I've tried 87 brands. There was a time where this would have been in my top 10 in terms of results, but not anymore because I've tried a lot of other brands that compare and for less money and all of that. So I think that I've even tried products that are almost the exact same as Philosophy products, the Peel versus Dr. Lily Fans Peel, which is better. I think I'm just going to put it in, what do we call this category? Very good experience. Final answer on that one. Okay, and then Dr. Dennis Gross. This was one of the most mind-blowing trials, if not the most, so absolutely in the amazing category. I think that Dr. Dennis Gross makes incredible products for people that have a lot of difficulties with their skin. So, you know, again, dry skin and acne. After 2 weeks of his products, my skin was so smooth, it was so clear, it was an incredible difference in a span of 2 weeks. So still one of my top 5 trials, absolutely, no question about it. There haven't been too many misses for me from the Dr. Dennis Gross brand. They actually had sent me some amount of PR, but the last one they sent was kind of a miss, and I haven't heard from them since. No resentment, still appreciate that they make incredible products, but I didn't really like the new cleanser. Just, never made sense to me. A dry micellar water type of thing. Anyway, that's the only product where I'm just like, I don't get it. The Peel, oh my goodness, the Alpha Beta Peel, still probably my absolute favorite skincare product. That's an interesting contrast to Lancome. Lancome, oh my goodness, I think this is the video that has the most disclaimers on it because it was so hard for me to come on camera after 2 weeks of using Lancome and not to have had great results because of how much I love their makeup. And get this, you know how I said I don't have a lot of products from the brands that I've been talking about, nothing from Clinique, for example. I use a lot of Lancome skincare. I use Bifacil, I use their eye serum, I bought their eye cream most recently, so I still use Lancome products. It's almost that category of wish I could forget. I think this is an example of the fragrance situation. I think I can use a couple Lancome products, but I think if I use 10 products at once, it's just too much fragrance. You know, doesn't this just intuitively make sense also? Most fragrance in products is at about 0.1%, and that's a level that's not going to irritate the vast majority of people. But what happens if you're using 10 products at 0.1% fragrance? What then? I don't think we really know the answer to that, by the way. I don't think we do because the popularity of skincare is way too new and research takes way too long. So, you know what I'm going to say with Lancome? Wish I could forget. Again, because I really love the products, but my results were not great. So I wish I could forget. I wish I could forget all the people that yelled at me. Oh, that video, in spite of having nearly a 10-minute disclaimer, I made people mad. Oh, I made people mad. Dermalogica, this one is even harder for me because with Dermalogica, in all reality, I'd say my results were fine, but I actually love some of Dermalogica's products. I absolutely love the microfoliant, still use that one. So where should we put this one? We'll just go again with very good. One thing I would really like to see Dermalogica do is choose a direction. I feel like they're a little bit, they seem to be floundering right now. They don't quite know which direction they want to go in because they had the Hydro Exfoliating Mask recently, which was a phenomenal product, but then some of their other products are still full of essential oils, and that's not trendy. It's not trendy. I say all that, and yet I genuinely think that the YouTube bubble is a bubble, and there's probably a lot of people that love what Dermalogica does. Kiehl's. Okay, with Kiehl's has some good products. I really like their vitamin C serum. Oh, the avocado eye cream. That was practically a holy grail for me. In terms of results, Y'all, once again, very good. We're just going to say very good. I wish that Kiehl seems to resist doing sales. I've seen them do this buy one, get one, but you can only get the exact same product. And that's weird to me. I like just the straight 50% off model. I don't want to have to buy two of something, so I have a ton of it. My theory, though, with Kiehls, I think there are some very, very loyal Kiehls fans. Oh, I think they're loyal. Okay, Shiseido. This one is the same situation as Lancome. I actually had terrible results with the Shiseido brand. I had some cystic acne going on and everything, and it doesn't make sense. People love Shiseido. I love Shiseido. Their Synchro Skin Foundation is my holy grail foundation. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about what I said on being able to make both makeup and skincare, because I'm going against what I was just saying with saying I love Lancome and Shiseido's makeup but not their skincare. I'm going against it. Yeah, but it's not even that. It's like I think there's just so many products with both Lancome and Shiseido that I suspect I tried the wrong ones. I do think their cleansers are harsh, though. So if you saw my Instagram, I posted about Ara going through all of the cleansers, including a lot of samples. She tried some of the Shiseido ones, and she said, whoa, those are so drying. And they are. They're so drying. So I almost feel, let's just do it. Let's put Shiseido in Wish I Could Forget, because I think that I might be missing out on some really good Shiseido products. It's just that, you know, it wasn't a good experience. Cystic acne, you know. And it's hard for me to get past that. I haven't really wanted to try much more from Shiseido, but I wish I could forget it because I think there's good products. All right. Lancer. I kind of want to put Lancer in the amazing category just because of how Dr. Lancer's approach completely changed the way I look at skincare. Realistically, though, I don't even think Lancer would do that. So we're going to put him in very, very good. Dr. Lancer has this approach of physical exfoliation, which I know, unpopular on YouTube, I know. But he's very dedicated to it, and he has this whole method in which you use a polish, a physical exfoliator, then you follow with a second cleanser, often a gel cleanser, and then you hydrate. And it's a wonderful system. The reason I'm saying not necessarily in the amazing category is because even in his own book, he has dupes. I think that his products are meant to be sold as luxury products, and you know, it's so funny to think that he wrote this book about his methods. He has his products, but in his own book, he has drugstore recommendations. It just kind of says it all, and yet I appreciate that. I feel like he just really wanted to get that information out there for people at all income levels. So, you know, reading his book was a life-changing experience for me. It truly was, whereas using his products was just a good experience. Yo, Elemis, this one is actually also tricky because I had wonderful skin after the Elemis trial ended. But I think that's mostly because of the one line, the Pro Collagen line. That one is an amazing line. I think it's the algae. Should we do an algae video eventually? We just did ginseng. Should we do algae next? Another one of my secret star ingredients. So the thing is, another algae brand is going to be in my amazing category. Algenist, as a spoiler. I don't know how we're gonna sort the rest of my brands yet. So I think because of that, we're gonna put Elemis in very good. But again, they have some really beautiful products, and I think that what Elemis does really well is to create beautiful products that are enjoyable to use and aren't too much. So the masks were not my favorite from this brand, but I actually really appreciate that they're not too much. You know, you could absolutely wreck your skin with the Ordinary's peeling solution, right? I don't think you can wreck it with the Elemis peels. So you can just kind of enjoy them, have fun using the enzyme peel or what have you, and you're gonna be fine. It's not gonna be too much on your skin. So I really respect the Elemis brand. I know they are expensive, but you know, if you don't mind paying the price, I do think they're worth it. So that's it. We ranked 18 brands in today's video, and hopefully I didn't make too many enemies. And if you're jumping to the end of this and you're mad about anything in this, you should definitely watch the video instead of just assume I hate the last two. You really should. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked this video, let me know, and I will continue to do it. We've got still a lot more brands that we could go through. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.